I'm so excited to be
Hey,
here, everyone. And thanks, Irene, for the introduction. You're so nice.
welcome.
So my name is Kayla Joyce. I was Kayla Barber, but I had the pleasure of getting married during the pandemic. So but that was interesting. But I've been at New Skin, it'll be 5 years later this year. So that's crazy. I've been here for a while and I've worked with Anjanelle pretty much the entire time. So I've been able to learn so much from her about products, and I think everyone kind of knows she's the product expert. I think she could talk about products in her sleep. So she's a great person to learn from each day. And yeah, so I live here in Utah, and I live about 30 minutes from the New Skin campus. And I just found out I'm expecting with a little girl. So life is good and New Skin's awesome. So I'm really, really excited to talk about BB Foundation today. I am currently wearing it, so I'm modeling the product for you today. So let me pull up my slides because I want to share with you so much great information. We have so much to talk about today. So, as I said, we're talking about the new color Bioadaptive BB Plus Skin Loving Foundation. It's kind of a long official name, but internally and with you guys, we can just call it BB Foundation. I think that's a little simpler, not as much as a mouthful. So I'll just come to the first slide. So I kind of want to give a background of foundation and just talk about makeup in general and the different trends and things that we've been seeing so that you can see why BB Foundation was developed the way that it is and why it has the features that it does, because it's attracting to all of the different trends and markets across the globe. So this product honestly is amazing and I love it, love it, love it. So I was so excited when I was asked to talk about this today. So here we go, coming back to the presentation. But so kind of a quick background on foundation. So foundation is something that has been around for thousands of years, from ancient Egypt to the Renaissance Europe to even Japan. I remember growing up, you learn in your history classes about how royalty in Europe would put powder on their faces, even the men in royalty, just because there was such an importance on having flawless skin, having that even toned skin. And so that was just a universal thing for everybody. And that has carried on throughout the years. And as you can see here, the global facial makeup market is estimated to be $26 billion, which is huge. But what's even cooler is that the foundation market specifically is over half of that. It's $15.2 billion. So there's a lot of opportunity within this market and just with makeup and foundation and stuff. So that's why we're so excited for it, because this is such a great opportunity for everybody, because foundation is such a universal thing. Okay, I'll go to the next slide. So, and just in the hierarchy of makeup, as it says here, foundation is the MVP. That's the one that people are really worried about because they're wanting that even skin tone. They're wanting to have that recognizable, natural, like enhancing beauty to those around them. And it's something that's especially important to females, to just helping them feel more attractive, helping them with their confidence. Because, you know, when you have an even skin tone, when you have this beautiful complexion, it helps you just have a bit of a confidence boost, right? So foundation it's a big thing for a lot of people. So along with that, because foundation is something that's so important to a lot of people, it's a big global opportunity, but within that also is a new trend of consumers wanting these multitasking products, because they're wanting that skin health. They're wanting to help heal their skin, just make sure that they have this beautiful skin to show off to people. So they're wanting these products that have multiple benefits, but they're not necessarily wanting to add a ton of products to their routine. So it's just that that balance of giving them a product that's worthwhile, that's also helping to accomplish all the things that they're wanting with their skin, right? So that's a big opportunity within the market. So why do you wear makeup today? Maybe think about that for yourself. There's different reasons for everybody, and some people don't wear a ton of makeup. I'm one that I don't wear a ton of makeup all the time. I haven't always worn foundation all the time either, but when I do, it helps to boost my confidence. It helps to enhance the features of my skin, and kind of, you know, if maybe I have a bit of acne at the time, it helps to hide the imperfections. Some people love to be creative and to express themselves. I have quite a few friends who have really gotten into makeup because it's their way of expressing their creativity and to be able to explore something that they're passionate about. So when you're talking to customers and other people, those are ways to kind of to relate with them, is to find out, why do they like wearing makeup? What motivates them? What gets them excited about makeup? Because it's different for everybody, which is fun. Okay. So that brings us to the BB foundation. So what is so great about the BB foundation? So what's cool about it is it's not only just a makeup, but it's also a skincare product. It's something that, so it's both, it's combined, it's a hybrid product. And obviously here at Nu Skin is very, very passionate about their science. They're passionate about their skincare and skincare products, and making sure that they bring the best to you guys, to our distributors, to our customers. And so we want to be able to bring both of those things for you, so that we have this product, the BB foundation, that's not only bringing the qualities of a liquid foundation and a BB cream, but also it acts as a skincare, because it's also helping to benefit your skin in the long run. So I'm going to talk about 5 different trends that we're seeing across the globe, across the board, that are some of the reasonings behind why we developed the BB foundation the way that we did. So all of these things are applied to the BB foundation, but they're also just these current trends and demands of the people that you're going to be talking to and wanting to sell these products to. So I'll get to the first one. So the first one is just customers' demand for high quality products. So we're seeing that people are more and more wanting products that have great ingredients, and they know that they can trust it. And so they know that they're just really good for their skin. Not only that though, they're wanting products, like I said before, that are multitasking products that can kind of streamline their routines. So they're not having to do 10 different products in their routines, because no one has the time for that these days anymore. We're so busy with our lives. We want to remain simple and efficient. And so they're wanting these hybrid products that can ensure maximum benefits, but then also not as many products in their routine. So that's one of the things with BB foundation, is it's a foundation, but it's also helping your skin. It's protecting your skin. And so it's one of those hybrid products that's helping these kinds of consumers. The second thing, and this is a big one, is consumers are wanting products with blue light protection. So nowadays we're at home a lot and we're in front of so many screens. We have our phones, we have tablets, we have TVs, we have computers. There's so many things that we're constantly looking at, but what does it do to our skin? And so as you see here, between January and June of 2020, the global sales of makeup products that contain the blue light protection grew by 179%, which is insane. So clearly this is something that's so important to consumers, because they're realizing, hey, I'm looking at screens all day. What is it actually doing for my skin? Is it negatively affecting it? Because that's not something we've always been aware of over the years. So to kind of address that, so blue light does damage our skin. And it's potentially causing photoaging, hyperpigmentation, loss of elasticity, collagen deterioration, and swelling. And all of these are things we do not want to be happening to our skin. Some of them do naturally happen, like loss of elasticity, things like that as we age. That's just what happens. But we can use products, a lot of new skin products, that can help to reduce that. And so that's why blue light protection within the BB foundation is so helpful, because we're helping to reduce these things from happening to our skin. All right, so a third trend that we're seeing is consumers' interest in bioadaptives. So having those bioadaptive ingredients. So another word for that is adaptogens. So these ingredients are really, really cool. And they make up the Nutricentials line. I'm sure a lot of you have heard and used the Nutricentials line. But they are made up of bioadaptive ingredients. And the BB foundation, it's in the name, it's a bioadaptive product. And so these products and these ingredients, they help your skin react. They help them adjust to the environment that you're in, help adjust to environmental stressors, help to bounce back from whatever environment you may be in. So maybe there's a lot of pollution, maybe it's really humid, maybe it's really dry like here in Utah, where your skin just wants the moisture. These bioadaptive ingredients help your skin be able to recognize what's going on around it and to acclimate and to get better. So for instance, I'm trying to think where it is. There's a plant. So one of the bioadaptive ingredients is there's this plant that's in the Arctic that literally is on the side of cliffs where it's cold and it's rainy and it's just really harsh environments, but these plants thrive. And so we're using these bioadaptive ingredients within our bioadaptive products, which is amazing, because it's, you think, okay, if they can survive in these harsh environments, what can they do to help our skin to be able to live and to thrive and to look beautiful, right? Okay, moving along. So another trend is called skinimalism. Can we say that 5 times fast? It's kind of a fun word to say. So this is actually a newer trend. It just means you're simplifying and streamlining. So it's kind of similar, kind of overlaps to the first one that I talked about, where it's a multitasking product. But consumers are really, they're very conscious of their skincare. They're conscious of good for you kind of products, just making sure that it's the right ingredients, and they know that they're not compromising and just saying, oh, these ingredients aren't great for my skin, but I'm going to use it anyway. People are just very conscious of that. But then also on the flip side of it is they're wanting to enhance their natural complexion without having to necessarily do a ton of makeup. So just kind of that a minimalistic mentality, right? Not having a ton of products in your routine, and then not having a ton of makeup that you have to be wearing, but people still recognize your natural complexion, your natural beauty. And BB foundation is great for that because it's not a heavy product. I barely put any of the product on, and my complexion, my even skin toneness, it's there, but I don't even feel the makeup on my face. And so that's kind of what people are looking for. Okay, and my last point on all these trends I want to talk about is just the expectations that people have. So we're seeing a lot in our market, especially the US market. I've been doing some research on it, but people in the younger demographic are more willing to spend money on these products that they believe in, products that are helping to keep that simple routine, but are really good for their skin, and that they have really good, clean, safe ingredients. And that's really important. But not only that, but that they're high quality products. And so this is something that, as you can see, Europe has always had a high demand for prestige cosmetics. Asia Pacific market, that's beginning to be more of a thing for the middle class. So it's very interesting to kind of see that. Okay, enough about all that. So what we can take away from this is that BB foundation is right on trend with our global consumers, not only just in the US market, but people across the world. And that's why when EMEA launched this product, our Europe markets, they were so excited for it. And I was talking to Irene before this, and she already has the BB foundation because she got it from a friend in another country. So it's something that's universal and everybody loves. Okay, so I'm going to go a little deeper on it. So I'm going to talk about ingredients, going to talk about benefits and the shades that we have, and also show off the product itself. So to start, what I love about this new line is that we have so many shades, and we have the ability to cover so many people, right? So our current advanced liquid finish, advanced tinted moisturizer, we didn't have as many shade offerings as we do now with the 16 shades. So now we have 4 different categories: light, medium, tan, and deep. And there's 4 shades within each one. And so in reality, in our hopes is that we can offer shades to everybody because this is so well encompassing. So while I'm on this slide, I want to show you guys the bottle. So I have 3 different shades here on my own home. So this is what the packaging, let's see, which one do I use? I use Natural Beige, which is 3.1. So it's the first one in the medium category. This is the shade that I use. So the packaging is beautiful. It's very simple. And what's fun is that when you pop this off, it's actually a pump. And a lot of foundations have this pump, and it just makes it easier for getting out and for applying and everything like that. And obviously each person is different. Some people like to just apply with their fingers, which that's me. I honestly, I'll show you guys how much I use. Like I just put some, like that much. That's it. Do you see that? It's such a small amount, and this can go a long way. I may use a little bit more than that, but this makeup has such great coverage. You really don't need a ton of it. But as you apply, I just dab it around my face and just rub it in, and the coverage is amazing. And it automatically evens your skin tone and so many other things that I'm going to talk about later. But you can use your blending brushes. There's so many different ways to apply it, right? But I did want to kind of tell you guys a story. So this is kind of cool, which not very many people know about this, but a few months ago, I did a photo shoot for these shades. We brought models in, we brought in makeup artists. And as a makeup artist, which some of you may be one yourself or know of others, but makeup artists, when they are given the makeup that they're supposed to be using on the models, it makes them very nervous. The makeup artist told me right away when they showed up for the day, like, we're really nervous about using your product because what if it's not actually that good? But by the end of the day, when they were giving me back all the shades that we had provided for them for the day, they were holding on to it as if it was some precious thing. They're like, do we have to give these back? We love these products so much. So even makeup artists, there's such a big opportunity with them because these products just work so well. And a little secret, actually got a tip from one of them. So 4.2 is the Shell Beige shade, which is in the tan category. This makeup artist told me that this shade is actually really good for anybody. Sorry, my camera's frozen, but this shade is really good for anybody who needs a bronzer. So if you just want to add a little bit of color to your face, this shade is great for everybody. So there's my little inside scoop that I learned. Okay, so since we're kind of running out of time, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. But this is the main thing is that I want to talk about is the benefits of the BB foundation. There's a huge list of them, so I'm just going to quickly go through them. But as I talked about, the bioadaptive ingredients to help resist stress and adapt to the environment that you're in. It helps to protect against the harmful effects of blue light, and it provides long-lasting hydration. So that's where the skincare product side of it comes, is that it's providing hydration for your skin. Not it's a makeup, but it's also hydrating for your skin too. It also has SPF in there, so it's protecting from the sun. And with the coverage of it, it diminishes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And it feels so comfortable on your skin. It's not heavy, it's not cakey whatsoever. And I'm pretty picky with foundations, so I love this one. It's long lasting, all day coverage. It helps to control shine and oil breakthrough, which I can attest to because I have more oily skin. And I never have issues with it. It also helps to just blur the imperfections, having that dewy look afterwards that people are looking for. And then it just has that wide variety of skin tones that I talked about. So there's 2 ingredients I want to mention. So these are the skin loving ingredients. It's the hyaluronic acid rose ferment blend. So that's what's helping with the hydration. But then also the theobroma cacao seed extract, which that's the bioadaptive ingredient that is also helping to protect against free radicals and the blue light exposure. And some people may wonder, okay, hyaluronic acid, like what's so great about that? So that is a humectant, and that is what helps to draw in moisture to your skin. And when your skin is more hydrated, your skin looks more plump, it looks fuller, healthier, and those are the things that you want for your skin. And so kind of wrapping up, it has the bioadaptive ingredients. It has the ability to help with environmental stressors and the blue light exposure, which is so, so important for our skin these days when we are looking at screens so much. But this is my last slide, guys. So the BB foundation is amazing because it has the qualities of BB cream and the foundation, but it also is working to be a skincare product and to help protect your skin and to help moisturize your skin and just help overall to help you have a beautiful complexion and for people to see the natural beauty that you have. So that's BB foundation, and that's why I love it. So hopefully that helps you guys so much. I see in the chat, let's see if we have any questions in here. Oh, Nancy, that is a great question. So BB stands for a beauty balm. So it's pretty a basic word, but yeah, BB is beauty balm. That's what it stands for. So any other questions that people have? We got 5 more minutes.
Thank you, Kayla. It was incredible information. Love it.
Good.
Yes. I wish we could take this call and spread it out all over to everyone.
I know, seriously.
Because you covered a lot. Thank you. And everyone, I really like this dispenser.
Yes.
And the first time I used it, I put too much on. So 1 full pump was too much for me.
Yep.
And I learned quickly to just put just a little, like Kayla did today.
Yeah, you don't have to do a full pump, which is nice. So it lasts a long time, which is awesome. Yeah. And I'll just kind of show, I'll just blend a little bit of it in, even just so you guys can see. So I just put barely a little bit, but you just rub it in and it just blends so well. Like you can't even tell that I have makeup all over my hand. So it's awesome. Okay, I'm seeing a couple questions. How long does it last? If you're asking for like when you're wearing it during the day, it's an all day coverage. So it should last all day. Yep. Let's see what's in my.
I think Jessica is asking how long is 1 tube gonna last us?
Oh, 1 tube. I guess that depends on how much of a makeup wearer you are, but it easily will last you over a month for sure. Probably a couple of months, I would say, especially if you're not using a full pump, it'll last you quite a bit of time. Let's see. Oh, and someone was asking, Irene, what color do you use?
This is medium ochre. Medium ochre. Nice. I can't remember the number it's attached to, but it's in the second row, right? I think.
Oh, yep.
So I've always used the medium ochre. And so I got these from Japan from my friend Ikwe. So she keeps me up with what they have and asks me if I want some. And I'm like, yeah, I want it. She said, we're going to have it in the US, but I said, I want it. So when we didn't have any, I went to Japan to get the foundation. when we
Yeah,
didn't have that. I didn't want to shop for something else from a different company because I didn't want to, I don't trust those. And I trust
right.
this and I didn't want to take the time, right? So I
Mhm.
had this one from that filled in for this bottled version of it and for a while and then she sent me this and this is so
Awesome.
lightweight, folks. You know, this was glass and this is lightweight and
Yeah.
easy to travel with.
Well, and
Love it.
what's cool is the bottle is actually, let's see, I have the tube is proudly made from 100% responsibly sourced bioresin in a carton that comes from well-managed FSC certified forests. So it's very environmentally friendly, which is awesome.
That is great. That is great. I think
Yes,
we have some more questions.
yes. So the price point for each tube, so we're releasing that information really soon, but I'll just tell you guys anyway, because we'll tell you guys soon. It's fine. But the member price for an individual tube is $35 in the US. Mhm.
But somebody's asking when is it launching? What individually? Okay, that's coming up,
Um,
right?
individually, so we have the preview right now, and then in a few weeks we'll be launching it officially to the public. I don't know that I can release the exact date, but just know that it's in the coming weeks. It's a very, very soon. Like we're prepping for it. We are excited. So it's coming up really soon. And a couple other questions. Will it be rubbed off wearing a mask? I don't. When I've worn a mask having the makeup on, it doesn't really rub off. It
Oh,
actually stays on really well. Maybe a little bit on your nose, but barely. But that my experience is it's still stayed on, which is amazing. And then Grace, you asked, do we need to use sunscreen after we use BB foundation? And that's a no because there's SPF 35 in the formula, so you should be good. Um, will it cover my age spots? It should help to even your skin tone and to just even out your skin in general. So that's the hope. That's the goal. That's how they formulated it so that you can cover up
well,
all the
Kayla, I guess
imperfections.
getting the set of four where you can blend and or getting, you know, set of four from the different color ranges would help with that also with covering up spots.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I wanted Nancy to know that Nancy, you have an invitation in your account to get the code and share 10 codes with everyone else so you can
Hey,
get that
yeah.
by a grouping. Yeah. I can't remember the price right now.
I
Or the
think
fourth.
it's yeah, one is it 126, I think is the member price for all
Something.
four.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Yes.
Yeah, it's about there.
That's awesome. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have time for more questions or do we want to call it?
Sure, absolutely. But we
Yeah,
have some in
okay.
Spanish, so we need help with that. Whoever's out there, Grant maybe, or um, Laura, if you can come out. People really want to know about this, and we want. It's
I
hard to know when
know.
you look at a patch of it on color. But I thought
Right.
your image was very good with the four different
Oh, good.
groups of four
Yeah, and
colors. Yeah.
if you look on our Smug Mug, we have some great assets. We actually just uploaded one today showing current shades of advanced liquid finish and advanced tinted moisturizer, and showing which of the new shades correspond with those. So just kind of seeing that comparison chart to know which ones to transition to if you needed to. So, which is helpful.
There's some more questions, Kayla, if we can get to them.
Yeah, I see one. Is it recommended for people with delicate skin? So this formula is good for all skin types, so that shouldn't be a problem. Obviously, if you're really worried about it, you can test a little bit on like the side of your face or on your hand or something and see if you have any reaction, but you should be fine to use it. Let's see.
There's a
And
cleanser question. Which cleanser to remove?
obviously, we always recommend using your Lumi Spa cleanser with your Lumi Spa. So that's what I would say to be able to remove it and just. I mean, it's important also just to keep your skincare routine up, even if this foundation is an amazing product. Just make sure to cleanse your face regularly, just so that your foundation looks its best as well. You kind of have to keep care of both.
I think what also works well to remove is our beautiful makeup remover. I love
Mhm.
this. Yeah,
Yep.
so that works beautifully.
Yep. Yeah. If you don't like spreading your makeup all over your face with your Lumi Spa, you can remove it first with that and then do your cleanse. I know that's how Anjanelle is. She removes all of her makeup and then she does her Lumi Spa. So
Yes, that's how I do it too.
let's see some other, how much per set of 4. Okay, we just showed that pricing, so I think we got that. So it was asked, do you have an app to identify the color of the skin of the client? So that's actually something we're working on. I've been working with those over on the global team, and they're developing something to be able to help us do color matching for your customers. So that will be coming down the road, but we're working on it. So hopefully that will help you guys out a lot. Which, okay, we did
Eagle
that
has a
one.
good question.
Which
So,
one? Sorry.
so we don't need to use Nutricentials Daydream when we use BB foundation?
That's true. Yep. Actually, if you since the Daydream has the SPF in it, obviously if you want to layer up the SPF and you really like using your Daydream, you can use both. But since the SPF is in the BB foundation, then you don't have to use it. And then you can switch to something different, like maybe a Thirst Fix or any of the other moisturizers within any other line. So
Good to know.
yeah. And oh, I see one. Can I use BB for a swim? Will it stay on? I actually don't know that we've tested that. So maybe you could test that out for us and let us know. A lot of these are repeat questions. Let's see.
It looks like Julia is asking if it's oil free, and I'll let you answer that one, Kayla. Yeah.
Um, Oil free. That's a good question. I'm pretty sure it is, but don't I can find that out and I'll message Irene and we can get you that answer. Okay, let's see. Old foundation will peel if applied right after skincare. Will this one do that? I see Jessica, you're asking if it'll come right after, like it'll come off after you using your skincare, but it will not. This one is really nice. Like I do my skincare routine and then I put on my makeup and I've had no issues. So and May is asking, does the US BB have the same formulation with other markets? And yes, we do. Other markets may be slightly tweaked, but overall it's exactly the same, which is nice.
How do I market this as a dude?
I just saw that one. That's awesome. You can, I mean, obviously women across the board are going to love it. So it shouldn't be too hard to market, but as long as you have a way when we, especially like when we have that app come out, when it's helping to color match, I think that will be super beneficial to our male distributors, just so that you can help people actually find the color they need and trust that. And then also even just talking to people who would need makeup, so like makeup artists, this is a great product that we've already received testimonials from actual makeup artists that this product is something that they love using. So
And I love Jacqueline's answer about how to remove it and the micellar water.
yes,
The cleanse and tone is awesome. That I love that micellar water. It's that lazy person's wash.
I'm guilty of that. A lot of times that's what I end up doing if I'm too tired to use my Lumi Spa at night.
Yeah.
Yes, so awesome. Let's see.
Wow. The Vera app coming soon. I think you were talking to that.
Yeah, so the Vera app is different than the color matching app. The Vera app, I haven't heard an update on a launch date for that recently, but they're working on it. I do know that. So we got lots of things coming down the pipeline. And another question is, it says to use again every 2 hours. You shouldn't need to reapply during the day if that's what you're asking. It should just be apply in the morning and then it's a long all day wear kind of product. So
Okay.
awesome.
Did we test on animals? I think that is a translation from Mary
Oh, it is.
Mary
Okay.
Mary Bell.
No, we do not test on animals. So
Wow, these are great questions,
yeah.
Kayla. Everyone, thank you for asking these questions. And, we learn so much more when we ask those questions, right?
Mhm.
Wow,
That's
this is
good.
great. We'll
Yeah.
have to have you back again. And, you know, coming up, you get your product, people, you get your BB cream, and we'd love to hear from you. And maybe we'll have one with testimonials on using this product here, BB. New BB